qualify you for loan forgiveness. If you have $10,000 or more and at least 2 federal student loans and currently not in school, you may qualify for one of these programs. Call now to check your eligibility. Student loan advisors are standing to help you determine if you qualify for these new programs. They can help you reduce your interest, lower your payment, and even forgive a portion of your student loan debt. Take control of your financial future. Make this free 5-minute free call now to Nationwide Student Loans and learn how you can reduce your student loan debt.
800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588.
I can't get my computer to work.
Let me help you with that.
How'd you do that?
I just got techie with Geeks on Site.
Our geeks literally come on site. No need to stop what you're doing. Time. We come to your home, office, or wherever you are. And we don't just fix whatever computer issues you might be having. We explain and teach you along the way so you can feel empowered and then help others at home or in your office. Better yet, don't have time for tech support to come to you? Let us remote into your desktop or laptop, and one of our geeks will instantly walk you through. Call 1-800-584-9039 and we will help you instantly. We offer affordable prices on our remote services and IT support. You and those in your office will never have to wait hours to have your technical questions answered. Get your free computer diagnosis today with your very own geek. Call 1-800-584-9039. That's 1-800-584-9039. And get started now.
Missed an episode of your favorite show? No worries. Catch all the episodes on demand at biztalkradio.com.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
And thanks to Tiger, Facebook is back up. We apologize, but if that ever happens, just give us time. We'll refresh, get things back up. Back up and running on Facebook and, of course, here on Biz Talk Radio. Number to call, want to speak to us, 855-424-9825, John at gardenamerica.com. We'll continue Facebook, and now second hour guest is ready to go. Tomato Mania, Tiger.
Yeah, what an exciting event. Tomato Mania is an event that tours all around California, an opportunity to find some really interesting selections of tomatoes, be able to meet some people that are involved with the tomato community, ask them how to grow things, little tips and tricks. Mm-hmm. And we have the coordinator of this event on the phone with us right now during one of his events that's located right now in El Cajon, California. Scott, good morning.
During the event, guys, I wish I could show you this visual, and I should have figured out a way to do that. Yeah, we're in El Cajon. We're in El Cajon, sort of. We got tomatoes up to our eyeballs, and the folks have shown up. So everybody's loading up boxes and bags and getting ready for the season.
That's fantastic. This is a great thing. And how did this get started? Your involvement? What's the background?
Well, gosh, my garden history starts at a nursery called Hortus in Pasadena many moons ago, and Gary Jones created this event in the early 90s, guys. And I worked for the nursery, and I helped him build it, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and became our biggest weekend of the year. And when the nursery closed in 2000, I picked up the event and said, let's do it elsewhere, and it worked. And so we did one event in 2001, I guess, and we've been in 5 states and 25 cities since. So that's how we do. We roll around the state in the springtime and share these great varieties with everybody.
So you can actually say that's how we roll and be truthful.
You know, it's a pretty accurate statement. It's kind of a little circus that runs around in the springtime.
So tell us more in detail about what Tomato Mania is.
Well, we started because of heirlooms. We started because we knew gardeners wanted something different. And that's what made this thing such a big deal way back when. And of course, as heirlooms became more and more readily available, we found more. We found weirder ones. We found new hybridizers. We found all of that. And you know, we kept moving forward or stepping ahead,
moving the chains,
the bar, and just there we go. Thank you. And helping people, just giving them opportunities to grow, more fantastic stuff. And in the you guys know this, in the years since sort of heirlooms became sort of front of brain for everybody, now major hybridizers are also stepping up and producing these amazing hybrids. that have the look of heirlooms and they're crossed with heirlooms and all of that. So the industry as a whole has changed hugely. It started absolutely about heirlooms, and now we have classic heirlooms. We have favorite hybrids that we love that are new and old, and it's just a mix of all of that for gardeners.
And when somebody attends one of your guys' events, aside from the plants that you guys offer, you offer some seminars and some classes as well.
We try. Our real goal here is to make people successful. Yes, we want you to grow a really fun, wonderful tomato you've never grown before, but we also want you to grow. We also want you to be successful, and so we do classes as much as possible. We've got handouts and tips, and my team is on site to help. Just everybody's got a different question, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know this,
yeah.
And so we try to get in there and go, okay, for you, here's something that might work. So we really try to be as on top of it as possible, and all about being successful.
Now, where are you guys at right now?
We are in El Cajon at the Water Conservation Garden, a 6-acre, well, you'd probably know this, I hope. It's a 6-acre learning garden and teaching garden out in El Cajon. And it's just such a valuable resource for the city and for the county and for everybody associated with it. And this is our, I believe, 4th year here, guys.
Uh-huh.
So we are set up in the plaza, and we have about 140 varieties showcased today. And it's really going to be a good day for everybody. And it's not raining.
Yeah, I was going to say it's beautiful weather. And
as much as we bless the rain, I tell you, we're thrilled to have at least a Saturday morning that's bright and beautiful, and people can get home and plant the day before the next one.
Yeah, on Monday, I guess, from what John says, more rain on the way here in San Diego.
It looks like that's the case. And so, we bless the rain. We need it. We love it. And boy, your tomatoes will love it too.
Hey, so, Scott, do us a favor. Could you be a little more enthusiastic with what you're doing?
Yeah, exactly, guys. Well, you should really see this scene over here. It's kind of amazing. When I get all these people showing up and everybody wants to do a rah-rah about tomatoes, it's kind of hard not to get excited about it. And I'm generally excited about it anyway, so you're correct.
Yeah, no, we love it. It brings good energy to our show.
Oh, that's nice.
And so you guys are out there in El Cajon right now, and you'll be out there until what time today? And then are you guys going to be back there tomorrow?
We are in El Cajon today until 4 and tomorrow until 3. So 9 to 4, 9 to 3, they're regular weekend hours, and then we hit the road again. We're proud. Tiger will get to. We're gonna make some of these selections available at Tiger's Place in San Diego coming up too. So we're very excited about that, and we are. Headed out to where are we? Tapia Brothers in Encino. We kind of move up the state now. Sonoma's our end goal, and we look forward to doing that for sure.
Awesome.
Hey, Scott, I know that I don't want to put you on the spot here, but I know,
you will.
But I will. Yeah. No. Every year, as you
I'm
mentioned,
ready.
As you mentioned, you're just researching, coming up with new tomatoes, new old tomatoes, new tomatoes. What do you have this year that you're excited about that you may be offering for the first time, or maybe something that hasn't been available for a while that you want to alert our listeners to?
Well, I think, again, we always step ahead. And I think for my biggest sale this year, I have 40 varieties that I've never even tested yet, which I can't even tell you how excited that makes me.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna make everybody really happy. But I continue to be excited about the blue tomatoes, you guys. You know this trend, right?
Right.
With the hybridizers that isolated or found the antioxidant gene that makes blueberries healthy, and they started breeding it into tomatoes. And what I love the most is that this started with small hybridizers doing these really weird tomatoes that are red splashed with blue on the shoulders, or yellow with blue shoulders and stripes through them and all that kind of stuff. I'm still kind of freaking out about the blues. I got to tell you, there's one called Bosque Blue that we trialed last year. It's about a sort of a 3 times the cherry tomato size kind of thing, if you can visualize that.
Mm-hmm.
Red on the bottom, and 3/4 of it is this eggplant blue. And it's just phenomenal. And it's healthy and all of that because it carries these extra antioxidants. But it's just exotic. And when you can get that and get that kind of excitement, plus it tastes good, that's what we want. It really, really works. We're trialing a couple of new varieties we've made just a few available so that some of our favorite tomato maniacs can trial them along with us. But Bosque Blue was a big one for me last year. Our tomato of the year a couple of years ago was one of these heirloom marriage tomatoes called Madame Marmande. And man, are we hearing the raves about that one this year, and it's always a good one for us. So we're sort of, the blue trend, and all these things are really happening right now, and they work because they're creating exciting tomatoes that work well in the garden, and they're really, really tasty. So those are a couple that are at the top of my list.
Now, when you're putting together your selection, for instance, you're in El Cajon, we're going to come back from a commercial. I want you to answer this question. Do you put different selections together for different events as you work your way up California? But we're going to take a commercial break,
Absolutely.
Scott, and when we get back, we'll answer that.
Well done, Tiger. Why am I even here? Going to a break. We appreciate that. Hey, stick with us. Coming back with a lot of great information. I'm Bryan Main. Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco. Questions, we're back on Facebook. You can also reach us, John at Garden America. Also, 855-424-9825, Garden America on your Saturday.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-557-6095 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-557-6095 for your free author submission kit. Again, call 800-557-6095.
Hi, I'm Joe Clark, host of Consider This, found right here Sunday mornings at 8 o'clock. Join us as we break down the financial world, things that truly matter to you, things that you should consider. You can find out more at our website at yourlifeafterwork.com, but join us Sunday morning, grab a cup of coffee, and let's break down the 5 critical elements, the things that can really change your financial life. Numbers 800-928-4001, yourlifeafterwork.com. We'll see you Sunday morning.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait.
Call 800-605-5370. 800-605-5370. Call 800-605-5370.
If you suffer from heartburn or other digestive-related disorders, then there is a new, safe, better, and natural alternative to better digestive wellness and heartburn relief. Praxid not only provides relief of heartburn, but Praxid takes a 360-degree approach to support better digestion, protect you from harmful bacteria, and also balance your stomach to improve digestive functions.
We like to think of it as the multivitamin of digestive health.
It's the only product to combine all natural ingredients known for the digestive health properties into a single patented product. Praxid also comes in easy-to-carry packs. Praxid relieves, restores, and maintains a healthy digestive system. Praxid is available here for only $39.95. Shipping and handling is free, and your money back is guaranteed.
To take advantage of this special radio offer, call now. 1-800-829-5685. That's 1-800-829-5685. 1-800-829-5685.
If you're suffering from hearing loss, stay tuned for a special offer from the makers of Listen Clear, a revolutionary hearing aid breakthrough designed by top audio engineers to fit your ear almost visibly. Right now, you can try Listen Clear hearing aids absolutely free for 45 days. You can also qualify for free shipping and free batteries for life. Listen Clear hearing aids are so lightweight and comfortable, you can wear them all day long. They're practically invisible too, so others won't even notice you're wearing them. And the best part is, you'll be able to hear almost everything, everywhere. So do something about your hearing loss. Call Listen Clear now to get started with your 45-day risk-free hearing aid trial. This special offer won't be available for long, so call Listen Clear now.
800-716-4650. 800-716-4650. 800-716-4650. We're here 24 hours a day to help. That's 800-716-4650. National Funding Group has just released $100 million in easy access small business funding to businesses that gross at least $100,000 a year. You can have fast access up to $500,000 in new business capital in as little as 48 hours. Think about the ways you could grow your business if you had up to a $500,000 cash infusion. Call a NFG funding expert now. The process is easy. It only takes about 5 minutes. Then our management-owned lending team looks at your application for a fast approval. You can get 100% funded in about 2 days. If you need up to $500,000 in working capital to run your business and you gross at least $100,000 a year, call NFG and apply today. 800-296-1564. 800-296-1564. 800-296-1564. That's 800-296-1564.
Watch some of your favorite shows on Biz TV. Check to see if you get Biz TV by going to biztv.com. And now, back to Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
It is Tomato Mania here, second hour, Garden America. John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox, Bryan, Maine. John at gardenamerica.com, back up on Facebook, getting questions already. And let's continue with this enthusiasm, Tiger.
Yeah, so we have Scott with Tomato Mania on the program with us. And before we went to commercial, I asked him the question that since he has these events all the way up California, does he bring different varieties to each of those locations depending on how they do? So, Scott, are you there with us?
I'm there, Ted. Yes, absolutely. And the answer is yes to a degree. I mean, that's really that's really what we try to do. We've got a stable of favorites that we know people want to see. And that tomatoes tend to be pretty universal. I mean, yes, we know that in that particular condition you have to grow this kind of a tomato or this size of a tomato or like that. But our most of our list is pretty stable. But then for our own enjoyment and then our customers' enjoyment, we will vary the selection by as much as 30% per event, based on where we're going, who we're dealing with, and how much fun new stuff we've found out there. So each year it's very, very different, and each event is the core is there, but the fringes are different for sure.
Yeah. Hey Scott, we got a comment from Rick in Grants Pass, Oregon. And he said that,
oh my goodness.
He says, I used to go to Hortus, and that's how I got interested in growing tomatoes.
Good for you, Rick.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, come on. It's just the circles that we sort of reconnect in this event are really amazing. And I'm so happy to hear that. That's terrific.
Yeah, I think it's amazing someone would drive from Grants Pass just to buy tomatoes from you.
Well, I'm thinking he was a little bit more local back then.
Yeah, he used to live in Monrovia, so he was closer.
What a great place.
Yeah. Rick has had to learn how to garden differently.
Well, I'll say, guys, we're so fortunate. We have such a loyal base of tomato maniacs out there. It's really crazy. Right? Oregon and everywhere, so that's why we've been able to be to grow and to still, do this crazy circus the way we do it every year. So we're very thankful for that.
Hey, Scott, do you have a minute to give our listeners a little bit of information about your book?
Oh, thank you very much. I'd love to. Tomato Mania was, I don't even remember, the last few years, I don't even remember what year it was published, but St. Martin's Press put this out, and we put all the knowledge that we have learned from so many knowledgeable gardeners and all the things we've learned on our own with testing into this book called Tomato Mania. We did a small pamphlet years ago, guys, and we used that as sort of the pitch or the root for what this turned into be. And we expanded the book, and then we added recipes because we knew that's what everybody wanted. So it's all the basics that we can give you. It's all the tips and tricks of the trade that we know as well, and we're very proud of it. So it's called Tomato Mania. So it's out there and has been for a while.
All right. Well, we know you're busy, Scott, so thank you very much for joining us this morning, and thanks for giving us all the info about your event. For more information, people can go to tomatomania.com, or they can look for Tomato Mania on Facebook, because you guys have your events listed right there on Facebook. So if there's an event coming in your area, you'll be able to find out. Well, good luck. Hope the sales go well.
Well, you know what? Thank you. We appreciate the time, and glad to say hello to so many tomato lovers out there. And you guys take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott. Perfect guy to be doing this.
Oh, yeah.
he'll get you excited if you're not.
Oh, if you go to the event, you kind of see why, it's so successful. And I mean, number one, I think most people get excited about spring and planting things and new varieties, as he was mentioning. But then, like you say, his personality and the crew that does the events, that's the way they are. They're energetic. They're passionate about what they do. And, when you get out there, you're going to get good information. You're going to see new varieties, and you're going to be around people that have that same energy as you.
Now, what's up with the blue tomato he's talking about? Do you know much about that?
Yeah. If you remember, John's been involved with blue tomatoes for a long time in the Indigo Rose series, the Indigo series.
Not only was I involved, we had the world rights to selling the first blue tomato, Indigo Rose.
Yeah. And, as Scott had mentioned, aside from the tomato being a very unique looking tomato, there's a lot of benefits to it. There's a lot of antioxidant value.
It comes from the blueberry extract, or the blue they get from the blueberry.
Exactly.
The anthocyanins that are in blueberries do not exist in tomatoes, in the tomatoes we normally have.
Because tomatoes lycopene, right? That's what it's known for.
That's one of the nutrients. But there was a tomato on the Galapagos Islands, a wild species of tomatoes that did have the blue anthocyanins in it. So what breeders did, and this work was first done by Jim Meyer at Oregon State University, was they took this wild species of tomato from the Galapagos and crossed it with modern tomatoes, our garden variety tomatoes, and were able to get the blue anthocyanins into modern tomatoes. And breeders have been working now for the last 10 years with this and developing better and better tasting tomatoes that are still healthy for you.
So it's not just a gimmick. People say, blue tomato.
Look at those Galapagos tortoises. See how long they live?
They live a long time. Yeah, absolutely. 100 years. Not too bad.
Yeah, right.
For meeting those tomatoes.
Yep. Okay, it is 41 minutes after the hour. Welcoming your questions on Facebook or john@gardenamerica.com. Any emails, John? Any questions so far?
Well, that would require me
to open up your email.
Yes, which
you might want to catch up in case.
Yeah, there might be a whole long list.
I'll take a look while you and Tiger.
You never know. We could just chat back and forth. Tiger, after the podcast today, you're going to work, right?
Yeah, I've got work to do. It's the springtime. We got a lot of stuff going on, so it's fun though. It's a fun time of year for us.
On the nursery, or are you out and about?
Both.
Wow.
Both. Work at the nursery, work out and about.
It's kind of hard to gauge at the retail level is that we've had this extended winter weather.
Right.
And in Southern California, we're going to go from extended winter weather to full-on spring summer. And you've got to go from watching your inventory to being overloaded and having plenty there.
You have to get ready.
So you don't miss out on the sales.
So you're not surprised.
So that's hard. That's another reason why I'm glad I'm no longer in retail.
Are you involved in any of the buying, stocking, or is that the rest of the family doing that?
Yeah, that's kind of the rest. But I just involved with the big picture, so I kind of know when we're gearing up and what we're gearing up with. So, yeah. One of the hardest things for us to have found lately is houseplants have been flying off the shelf. So a lot of growers have been selling out, not having a lot of varieties lately. A lot of people are starting to put plants into their homes, and there's a lot of trends with plants in their homes now. So I think that's exciting. I think it's important for people to keep that, because having a kind of sterile home environment, there's a lot of benefits to having a plant in a home. So, it's important for people to recognize that and embrace that. A lot of people didn't want to put the efforts in a while back, and it was too hard, and taking care of a houseplant was difficult, but
now
there's a lot of important aspects of having a plant.
I've got a little houseplant story, semi-horror story, happened on Thursday night, and can't remember the species. It's almost touching the ceiling. I took it from the outside, brought it inside, so I decided, it needs some water. So I took some drinking water, some good water, poured it in there, and I thought, this dirt's been in there. It's covered with rocks.
Is this your Dracaena?
No, this is, I wish I had a picture of it. That's back outside underneath the eaves. But so I thought, this dirt's been in here covered with rocks, probably not going to drain well. So I gave it a good amount of water. Came back in about 5 minutes. I see water on the floor, hardwood floors. Okay, not good. So I wipe up one side, get a towel, move it to the other side, wipe up that side. As I move back and forth, there's still water all over the place. And the saucer is overflowing. So I said, okay, let's pick up the plant. Let's try to pick it up. 15-gallon, pretty heavy, and then we'll get the saucer separated. Well, the saucer is sticking now to the
bottom of the pot.
The bottom of it. Put it back down. We at least got some towels underneath it. So I'm going to go out and get a turkey baster today, and I'm going to suck the water out of the saucer and then pick up the plant. Hopefully the towels have kept the water off the floor.
Yeah.
But now that I know that it drains well when I water next time, you're going to get a little bit of water because it drained really well, which is a good thing.
Yeah, no, that is a good thing. Or it means that it's just full of roots and the water's falling straight down the sides.
Let's not, come on, let's keep it positive here. Let's keep it positive. 44 minutes after the hour. John, checking emails. What's going on?
I don't have any emails, Brian.
Really? People, John is sensitive. Email us, john@gardenamerica.com. This is an I Love You Saturday. So, come on, let's go.
They could always email you, too.
They could. bmain22@gmail.com.
There you go.
And I say it fast, thinking they won't remember. But we had joy on Facebook, Tomato Mania, so people are responding to it, which is a good thing.
It's fun to have these events that come up in the spring. I know that, up there in
San Francisco,
Richmond.
It's Richmond.
Right
Near San Francisco. They do a big spring event with flowers, flowers and perennials that's going to be coming up, I think, in April. And again, it's this big infectious event where people come out and buy their little annuals and perennials for the season.
I think because of all the rain we've had this year that people are going to be more in a planting mood because everything's green.
Right.
Sometimes in California this time of year, everything's already starting to turn brown.
Well, they're going to see how green and how lush everything else looks, and they're going to want that in their yards. Hey, one more segment to go, but I do want to remind you, Facebook Live podcast coming up after this, 45 minutes after the hour. This is Garden America on your weekend.
Having bug problems this season? Need an overall solution? Try Natural Guard Spinosad Soap. This combination of spinosad and fatty acids kills aphids, mealybugs, worms, caterpillars, and other bugs that plague your garden. It's also safe to use around your fruit and veggies to make sure you enjoy your crop and not those pesky critters. Find Natural Guard Spinosad Soap in a ready-to-use bottle or ready to spray for those large garden plots at your favorite independent garden center. Go to fertilome.com for more information.
Hi, this is gardening expert Melinda Myers. Keeping the environment in mind, I recommend Milorganite slow-release nitrogen fertilizer for all your growing needs. From plants to people, active growth requires energy, nutrients, and a balanced diet. Nutrient-rich Milorganite feeds the soil and plants for up to 10 weeks. The non-burning, non-leaching formula provides a slow and consistent flow of nutrients. Trust the fertilizer, proven effective for over 90 years. Milorganite for better results. Visit Milorganite.com for a garden center near you.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-915-9658. 800-915-9658. 800-915-9658. That's 800-915-9658.
Non-attorney paid spokesperson. Could your house go into foreclosure? Are you behind on your mortgage payments? Does it seem like the bank has no interest in helping you save your home? And you feel like you have nowhere to turn for help? Then we have good news for you. Foreclosure Protection Services can help save your home as they specialize in foreclosure assistance. That's all they do. If you're behind on your mortgage payments, being threatened with foreclosure, have been denied a loan modification, or been the victim of a predatory loan, it's critical that you call Foreclosure Protection Services now at 800-670-2142. Their network of attorneys and their agents are available to speak to you now. If you're behind on your mortgage payments, Foreclosure Protection Services can help stop the foreclosure process. Call today before it's too late. New laws are in effect that may save your home. Call Foreclosure Protection Services now at 800-670-2142. 800-670-2142. That's 800-670-2142.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-217-5107. 800-217-5107. 800-217-5107. That's 800-217-5107.
Do you have a car, truck, van, or SUV you're not using? You can donate your unwanted vehicle to Patriotic Hearts to help our veterans, and you'll get a tax deduction for your donation. In today's troubled world, our USA Armed Forces stand ready to protect you, your family, and our American way of life. When veterans return to civilian life, they deserve your recognition and support. You can help put vets to work by donating your car, truck, van, or SUV to Patriotic Hearts. Your donation will directly support programs to help vets find jobs or even start their own business. Donate today for fast, free pickup of your vehicle, running or not. Operators are standing by to answer questions about making a tax-deductible vehicle donation. Call 800-330-2462 for 24-hour response. Again, 800-330-2462. 800-330-2462.
From Main Street to Wall Street, we have the business content you need. So sit back, take notes, and tell your friends about Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
We are down to our final segment here on this Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, depending upon where you are in this great country of ours listening to us. Thank you for your support here on Garden America. Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox. Facebook Live is happening. We've got a podcast coming up afterwards on how to trim cutting back roses. John's going to be asking questions. 55-424-9825, John at gardenamerica.com.
I got a question for that. Who would be trimming their roses now or in the future?
He's doing the podcast, John. I told you.
No, I'm getting him ready.
Okay.
What do you mean, who?
Like, what people are people in New York, people in Texas? Because people in California have already pruned their roses for the most part.
In cold areas of the country, they don't prune until the snow melts.
Right.
And a lot of their pruning is different than ours because they're pruning out dead wood.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever froze and died over the winter, they've got to cut that out.
So there's still a lot of people that have yet to prune their roses and their fruit trees, right?
Yeah, they would be pruning probably end of April.
End of April.
Okay.
In other parts of the country.
And we've already done it. I usually do it in January. This year it was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. I started in January, and I have more done than I've ever had before at this time, but traditionally it's taken me till April Fool's Day to finish.
and
How timely is that?
But then at the same time, a lot of these tips that we're going to be giving, people can use throughout the year when they're pruning roses, because you do prune your roses, throughout the year.
Oh, sure.
And then
you just don't cut them back as far. You just keep them looking nice.
And then for us in California, we always can do that nice kind of summer prune, which could get you some new stuff happening in the fall.
Now, I'm going to remind you this week, if I can remember myself, we wanted to see your veggie pod and how everything's going.
Yeah.
You give us a description now. What's happening now?
It's started over. I've started over. I've laid the seeds in it, and it just looks like a big rectangle of soil at the moment.
But you got a good crop.
The last one was broccoli and lettuce and snap peas. Yeah, it was great.
Don't forget that we need pictures now.
All right.
People,
Pictures.
all week.
Veggie pod pictures. Got
bugging me on Facebook. We're about Tiger's veggie
Oh,
pod.
is that right?
Oh, your emails galore. There,
The
come on.
emails are just
Tigers,
filling up your inbox?
They don't believe you have a veggie pod. We think we're making all this up.
I love it.
I was out in the garden yesterday, and my wife came out there, and
with lemonade. That's nice.
No, but she was stopped dead in her tracks when she saw. I have a Camellia reticulata, the variety Frank Hauser in bloom, and I'm not the plant itself is about maybe 10 feet tall, and it sits under a Ficus benjamina tree, but the side that had the blooms on it was just thick. There was no space between the blooms for about 4 or 5 feet. Just masses and masses of bloom. Probably literally 200 to 300 blooms.
Because of all the rain?
I don't know what it was.
I mean,
from,
you had this
favorable growing conditions, rain,
really
fertilizer, all
looked
that.
good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're dormant this time of the year, so the rain really shouldn't be affecting it. Really looked nice. And Camellia reticulatas I've always liked anyway, because I always thought regular Camellia japonicas were a little bit too formal for most California gardens because they're kind of tight, compact.
Yeah.
They make good hedges. Right. But the reticulata is more open, much larger flowers too.
As soon as my hydrangea starts to bloom this year, I'm going to be sending pictures to Shannon because I know that's her favorite plant.
It is one of her favorite plants.
Good,
Yeah.
Good memory right there. I locked it away.
And hydrangeas really haven't started growing yet. I think they're just beginning to put out some new leaves.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's because of the cold weather. Cold weather's really held a lot of things back.
Yeah.
I got up this morning and I thought I would see ice on my car. I guess it didn't get quite that cold, but it was darn near that.
It was
cold.
48 when I was driving in, and I got down at the station 50.
Yeah, it was, I think, 41 when I got up this morning.
People back east listening to us going,
Yeah,
wimps.
whatever.
Yeah, we are wimps. We have a 5-degree tolerance.
And John, and I had just mentioned the rain, and I did mean it incorrectly, meaning we recently had a lot of rain, and you had mentioned, well, it's not really growing this time of year because it's a winter dormant kind of a plant. The camellia,
right.
You mentioned, well, but at the same time, last year we had a good amount of rain, which could, affect things. And that's the thing, people recognize, for instance, their bare root, or not their bare root, but their dormant fruit trees, their dormant liquid amber trees, Japanese maples and things like that. When you get a good rain that winter and it sets it up for great success in the spring, and then during its time of year, you'll see results with that later on. And, this year I even would consider people that have been areas where they have had a good amount of rainfall above and beyond in years past. For fruit trees, you might see some splitting, some overproduction and some of that stuff for those trees because we're just not accustomed to getting as much water.
Yeah.
One of the biggest signs of fruit splitting is over fertilizing or too much nutrient and then too much water.
And you're talking about citrus.
Citrus, yeah.
And drastic changes in temperature, right?
Yeah,
hot
where
and cold,
it grows too fast for its skin.
And just splits open.
Yeah.
I noticed that a lot of plants that in my yard that like it colder, like cooler weather, and like more water, have just gone crazy.
I love it.
Right.
One is the Ashitaba, which is a type of angelica. It's just right now they're probably about chest high.
All the right conditions.
And putting out these just gigantic leaves. And I'm kind of excited about that because I've never tried fresh Ashitaba. And Ashitaba is probably one of the healthiest foods in the world. And most people aren't even familiar with it.
Well, it's contained in a lot of like nutrients, and I've noticed like these powdery drinks and protein drinks.
They add it to it.
I've seen it added.
Really?
I've
never seen that.
I was reading the ingredients of one yesterday. I was looking at all these different kind of protein
Ashitaba?
drinks. I think I saw Ashitaba because I remember I looked at that and thought of you because you've mentioned it before.
Yeah, I drink a cup of Ashitaba tea every single day, but if you can have it fresh, it's much better.
Right.
And now that I can't taste anything, the taste probably won't bother me.
No,
How would you have it fresh?
I think they chew the stems, like maybe celery.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Just like cod.
Yeah.
No, Kachi chew the leaves,
Oh,
not
okay.
the stems.
I just ate the whole thing. It lasted longer.
Do you still have your cod?
No.
No, you
Are
killed
we-
it.
are we done? We're done. Okay, so those listening and watching, we're going to get ready for our podcast on Facebook Live. So give us a few minutes to set that up. Thank you so much. I want to thank Brandon, Jeremiah, Zach. Jeremiah, great job today. Do appreciate it. Everybody at Biz Talk Radio helping us stay on the air. For the entire crew, I'm Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox. We'll do it again next week. Stay tuned for our podcast. It will be uploaded next week as well. Till then, till a few minutes from now, get growing America. Take care.